Welcome to this demo video of inventory adjustment backdate. So the purpose of this video is to show you that how this inventory adjustment backdate is possible to do in the Odoo version. At this point it's version 18, but if you see this video in another version, that's fine, because the way it works is mostly will be the same. So this is the module information right here. If you scroll down, we have some full features which you can see inside the presentation, and here's some highlight and the summary of it. And you are now accessing the YouTube video, and it's going to be a long video, but I will try to explain to you briefly in the very first beginning of the video, and then if you want to watch the extension of this video, you are welcome to, but I'm not going to waste your time. So let's try to get into the limitation. Okay, so this will explain a quick feature presentation in slides. So I'm going to be honest with you that we have some limitation about this module, and the limitation is you cannot go past beyond the last inventory backdate. So for example, if today is 19 August 2025, you are confirming an inventory backdate of a creation of certain product on 1st August, then you cannot make another adjustment on 31 July 2025 for that products. You can only make adjustment forward from the last adjustment date. In this example, you will be able to make another adjustment on the 2nd August 2025 or forward. So the mechanism is kind of locking the last adjustment date. If you try to pass it, the pop-up will appear to remind you. And the second limitation is you cannot go past beyond today. That's pretty much obvious because we are using the backdate feature. This is the example. We assume that today is 19 August, so if we change the date to 20, the error pop-up will appear to prevent you doing so. And this is the module features. It will re-evaluating stock valuation and journal entries. If you are using automatic inventory valuation, the value of the product will also calculating based on the cost inside the product template. So for example, on the 1st August, a product is cost $5 USD per unit, and you made a backdate adjustment for 10. That means the product valuation in total is 50, because 5 multiplied by 10 is 50, right? So in 5 August, then you figure out there's a wrong input during the process. The product is supposed to be 5 and not 10. So therefore you made another adjustment to this date. The accounting apps or module will recalculating the product value to 25 instead of after you validate the adjustment. So initially on the 1st August we have 50, and now we realize we have the problem on 5 August, and we decide to decrease the stock to 5 unit, and the valuation will also recalculating to 25. And another features, the selected date will be applied to the move history as well. Move and stock history will be applied with the selected date, and you can import the backdate along with the product and stock using Microsoft Excel or any other number processing that support with Odoo. But as far as I know, it's recommended to use Excel. So let's try to see the module. We are going to go to the inventory, and inside this we are going to create a product example. Okay, we are going to use track by quantity, or maybe using lot is fine. It's also supported by this using these three inventory tracking, so we're going to use quantity first. And don't forget to make sure that cost is filled. But if you're using the automatic inventory valuation, you are not required to fill this manually inside this product template. Okay, so just for example, we're going to use 10 as like our example below, and we are going to duplicate this tab and go to physical inventory to do the inventory adjustment, right? So we are going to select our product example, and if we have lots but we are not tracking using lot, but lot serial number is active, but I will ignore that, I guess. So it's 5 and 10. Okay, just going to make some adjustment for this. So if we're going to apply, I think we need to enable this inventory date right here. We need to put this to certain date, for example this one, and you can adjust the clock, for example this, and we can go to apply directly. So now if we refresh the page, we will have 10 units ready. Okay, this one, we'll see that we have this product quantity updated inside the stock valuation, and the value is 50. That's correct. And if you see the journal entry, it's also added to 50. Now if we make some adjustment, let's go back to the physical inventory, and we realize that in the 5 August we only had 5 instead of 10. So you can just go select the inventory date and the clock to your desired time, so it will decrease 5. And if we apply that, and if we go back to stock valuation, the valuation will be decreased like this one. So if you are using a group by product, it also show the total value of the real value right here and the real quantity of the product you have. So the total value is decreased. And also I would like to mention you the part of the stock movement is also changed as well. So initially we have 1st August, and now after that we make adjustment again on the 5 August. And if we try to make adjustment below this latest date, the system will prevent you doing that. So let's try to do that. We're going to put a wrong number, and let's try to go back to, let's say, July maybe. And if we validate it, it will make some validation error. It says you cannot do backdate before the last adjustment, and the last adjustment is already showing here. And here's the product name, and here's the last adjustment date of that product. So it will prevent you doing that. So unless if you are moving if you are adjusting above this date or past or the future of the date, that still be good way to go. And if you are trying to change it above the day of today is 21, so let's try. I'm going to change it to 23 or maybe 22. It's fine. And the pop-up will show you can only select the current day or any preceding day. Okay, so that's a small maybe I will try to make some of the example of the import with Excel. So let's try to open the Excel. I already have some Excel file which is called test import, and it consists of location, product name, counted quantity, and inventory dates. So when you put this 4, and of course if this location is activated in your system, and if it's not, it's fine, and if it's activated, it's also work as well. So in this example, I provide you with 4 columns right here. This is the inventory dates. Don't forget to put this one because this is important. And we will try to use this file to import these 2 products, and those 2 products is already been created inside this product inventory. So it's for the sake of the import to make it easier. And if we find files and try to test. Okay, everything seems valid right here. You can just import that, and the inventory date is show. And please don't forget, if you don't see inventory date right here, you can just go inside this icon right here and go check the inventory date, because it's sometime missing, but I will try to make it shown by default right there in the program side, so you don't have to. But if it's not appear, it should be here. Okay, and you can just go with multiple apply. Let's try to apply this product quantity updated bulk import. Like, I'm sorry about the keyboard sound. I hope it's fine. Okay, let's try to update it. Alright, so it turns out it's played by a lot, but it's fine. Let's try to go apply with it, and we'll try to show you that the stock is now applied. Okay, this stock is applied on the corresponding date. So let's try to check the product B. Right, this has been changed, and inside the inventory valuation, if we see inventory reporting valuation, we have these two records, which is the day is working, and then we see inside the journal entry it's working as well, and also calculating the valuation of the product based on the cost of this. And remember that this one is I changed this one manually because I'm for the sake of the purpose of this video. So if you are activating the automatic valuation, you don't have to set this. Okay, and also if you are using accounting, if you see the the balance sheets, in the current asset is will also showing as well. So you will see the stock valuation and the stock interim as well. You can see here we have 42, and this is the total asset that we have. As you can see, we already debit the 12 and debit the 5 product of our import. If we see the B cost is 5, and that's why we see 5 right here. And if we go to the C, we see, I'm sorry, this one, we see we have 6, and we have 2 products, so 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. As you can see, we have this, and that's why it's creating a stock valuation of 42 right here. And it's also added with another stock valuation that stock adjustment that we did before. I think that's all for this demo video. I really hope that this video is useful for you, and if you have more question, please don't hesitate to contact me. The contact is down below the module description. If we go back to the module app store, you can scroll down, and here we have my email to contact me. So if you have more question, or maybe developing another module or make some customization, you can always send me email for that. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a nice day.